just seen a blue heron. We kind of followed it to landing. I tried to take a still and then I cut the vlog, so anyway, this is part 3 now at Larrabee State Park. I get excited and I hit the record stop button when I'm just trying to take a still. We'll leave that blue heron alone. It's kind of out of sight as far as how far away it is. So, come on, Scully. Anyway, I was talking about pros and cons of the. Oh, and if you guys come here and you've got a map, you can look up like one, and it'll tell you some information. But here's an Oregon grape. It might have been marking an Oregon grape. I believe you can eat those berries. Most people think you can't. Oh, come here. Here's some Salal berries we were talking about before. Native Americans technically used to eat these. They look really nasty on these ones. They're like a blueberry. Kind of like a blueberry. They're just really pulpy and gnarly. So here's some more fresher ones. Here's one I might actually put in my mouth. Let's see, like pop it. You see the skin in there? It's got like a light blueberry taste. I'm guessing they just don't eat it because it's so seedy, but they're so plentiful. They're everywhere. I've got this glossy leaf that's a lot like a rhododendron. Okay, so to finish the comment about why they diverted the Fraser River is that it's just pure destruction. And we're technically in the Fraser River Valley. You'd think we were in the Nooksack River Valley, but we're not. And the Fraser River Valley, its natural course would sweep all the way from like Vancouver, Canada, and maybe even more north to a little more treacherous over here. There's a nice little madrona. We were coming over here because I knew there would be a healthy madrona we could show. Here's some huckleberries. That's right. Scully, get back. I don't want you in front of me when I'm on the edge. Oh, nope, those are snowberries. Don't eat those. Those are poisonous, but you can eat one to trick your friends. Here's what looks like another rhododendron, but no, this is just a small madrona, and you can tell by. Oh, I love touching them. I don't know if it's bad for the tree, but oh my God, it's smooth. It's just like really smooth. It's like, how is that alive? It feels like a dried out branch, but if you kind of pick at it a little bit, you can tell that's actually, there's a protective bark coating, and it's just how they grow. So yeah, the damming or man-made diversion of the Fraser Dam is kind of sad that it doesn't come down, doesn't naturally just destroy everything in its path and zigzag. So like, if you know how the rivers work, they can go hundreds of miles from year to year, but it's annoying that we don't have the resources of the river, and then we share the resources of the river with Canada, like in a natural balance. But if the river was just allowed to, I got off trail here. We're on rocks. We're not going to damage anything. I don't believe. Come on, Scully, this way. Come on, this way. Nope, we're going to go down here. Down here, I think you can do it. Because it's actually... Okay, jump. I'm actually going to hold you back and nicely keep you from going too fast. Oh! Fuck. Stepped on our toe. So if we shared the resources with Canada, I think people would, of the river going back and forth, I think people would treat the rivers more sacredly, and we'd have the Chinook and King salmon run one year, they'd have it another year. Maybe it wouldn't work exactly like that. It could be hundreds of years between it coming back and forth. But I think we're at the dead end, so we'll turn around. Not a trail. Is that a trail? It looks like a frickin' trail for having a sign that says not a trail. Yeah, let's not go down there. Come on, Scully. So long story short, if we shared the river valley of Fraser River and it came down to Bellingham, I think we'd have a great connection. We'd understand there's basically no houses or no properties or anything that would be safe in the Fraser River Valley, because it just would be a crazy apocalyptic flood zone that you just never would know when your property would get destroyed. And I know that the just Babylon property ownership, and like people won't even leave when Mount St. Helens is erupting. Like, dude, you can come back. If your house is there, it's there. Like, you're gonna die if you don't leave. You know, people would probably have the same hard-headedness of, I'm not gonna leave. Oh, like, because I know there's people even on the Nooksack where, you know, the river, they have to be ready for the river to take out their house. They can't get flood insurance because they're in a floodplain, or, you know, they're like, you know, this is my property. I don't want to be forced to leave it and not be able to protect it, and then just somebody else is going to live there, and, you know, they're going to die because the freaking thing's going to wash into the river. Just this natural progression of things. But if we had that regular destruction, you know, similar to wildfires, people think they're so bad, but the Native Americans cleared land with wildfires, and it wasn't destructing, you know, millions of acres of wildfires, you know, would happen, and it's actually like a natural balance that we're not doing anymore. And if you've followed the fires in, this is really the subdued city of excitement. That was so cool. Take some pictures. No, I'm not going to end up hitting the wrong button. So if we had that natural destruction, we'd have a respect for Mother Earth. We'd have a respect for the fish. We'd have a respect for our Canadian brothers. Why are all these animals stoned looking? Because you're in Bellingham. Take some stills. Here. Should we get further back? Oh, there we go. There's a still, there's a still, there's a still. I can just let stills on this. And then my classic, my spirit animal. Oh, I think I know where they're all stoned. This guy's looking right at him. The hippie from Peru. So let's go. We got some people coming up that I feel probably don't want to be part of this. Clean up after your pet. That's nice. They have the bags. If you're into that kind of, if you're into playing with your dog's poop. Hope you're laughing right now. That wasn't grossing you out, but anyway, if you're just catching up with us, we're at Walken Falls Park. Wow, these look like rented bikes. That's a lot of liability to just leave them there. Probably not rented. They've got rusty ass chains on them. But yeah, somebody just has the peace of mind that nobody's here. They feel safe. Clearly, I'm not going to steal those on camera, so let's end the vlog here. Just kidding. I'm a mountain bike instructor. I have respect for people, and you know, there's times I don't have a lock and I need to bring my bike into a business, and they might refuse my business, and you know, it's the cost of having a nice bike that you're not willing to leave outside because you've had bikes that have been stolen before. You know what I mean? So, this is a nice area. This is the main day use area of Larrabee. I remember as a kid, I'd go up on that stage, and I don't know if I'd ride bikes off it or just jump off of it and stuff, but I'd go up there and do a little, my parents would make me do a little performance for them, or maybe my sister wanted me to be part of a little play that we'd put on for our parents if we'd camp here. Really nice, this area is so beautiful. If this was in a lot of other places, it would be nationally protected, national forest, and you wouldn't be able to smoke weed here even if, you know, you're into that. But just a lot of stuff where wow, a nice insulated mug that's clearly been just rotting out here with chippy chips, ELO products. Guessing it's coffee smell gross. Guessing every $10 is just ooh. No, see, that's like coffee or milk or something in there. Ooh, that's a nice product. It's actually a nice product. I can tell it's just chipped and just destroyed, so nobody's coming back for that. Looks like it even had a handle on there. But I'm like, you know, I buy these things all the time at Goodwill and stuff, so I'm like, there's like mold in there, so it's been there for weeks. So no, I'm not stealing. I'm upcycling garbage. I wish I had a bag to clean out all the garbage. This playground actually looks brand new. I've never seen it before. So, you know, now that I have openly can say that I have 3 kids, like all 3 of my kids would love to come here. He's coming up here to do the drums. We'll go do that beat over at the campsite, and they'll be like, "Oh, that was you. We heard you." Okay, so this is the Himalayan blackberry and the Northwest blackberry, and I think this is the Himalayan, and the other one right here is the Northwest. But if anybody can confirm that, if I got that wrong, say that the broadleaves are the Northwest or the Himalayan, and then these like really unique leaves, let me know if those are the Northwest or the Himalayan. I kind of feel like those are the Northwest, but I also kind of feel like these ones are the Northwest. And the other ones are the Himalayan, because these are weird. Not as many of them, but that's a blackberry, and I think they have a little bit smaller berries on them. As far as I remember, they might be a little bit more tasty, but they look exactly the same for the most part. There's a bunch of different kinds of blackberries. This trail looks like it could take us back to the campsite, but I am inspired to not go off trail at all. Come on, Scully, this way. And maybe go over to the ranger station, see if they sell eggs, or can point me where I can find some eggs without leaving the park. Because I want to bring back some eggs to camp, because everybody likes eggs. So thank God these guys look like they got their bikes back in one piece. Really brave to just leave them there. Although the chains look so rusty that I'm surprised that they weren't abandoned altogether. I've seen homeless people around Bellingham where they're like on a bike and they're like wheeling another bike or 2. And it's just like, dude, you are so clearly have stolen that bike. It's like, it's just not even funny. Let's see if there's a map here. I like to show maps just for future thing. This is pretty random, like a trailer that somebody just dropped in the Days parking. Like, that's gonna get towed. Yep, there's a map here. Kind of hard to see. We're at Larrabee State Park. Oh, you didn't drop the trailer. There's still a car there. It's just legit. Anyway, let's continue on our walk. This has been Larrabee State Park, and checking out the Days side. Looks like that's where the ranger place is. I'm gonna go up to the ranger station, see if it's open. I heard they had some snacks up there, but I think just junk food and probably like firewood and marshmallows or something, but they're probably closed. Scully, this way. I'm gonna go against my going off trail. I'm gonna hit off trail here because I think I can do it without causing any damage. Oh my God! A Northwest favorite, the banana slug. Wow, the slugs are back. Get your salt, boys. There, I got a nice still of him. Wow, completely stretched out. He's got his eyes open. Let's see what Scully does to him. Come on, Scully, hop. Scully's like, don't go off trail, you're dumb. The ranger station's right there, they're gonna see you. That's not the ranger station. What the hell? Okay, I'm just leaving Scully down there. Oh, wow, damn, I'm tripping over the leash here. Like right at the top of a cliff. Okay, I'm gonna go down this way. And the road forks back so Scully can catch up over there. Let's go, Scully. I don't want to yell for her too much because this way, good girl. Oh, she took another path. There she is. Oh, I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna have to go make some clam chowder if I can't find some eggs on the way over here. What the hell is this? Is this? Oh shoot! This is the main road. Scully, wait! We're on a dangerous road. I thought we were gonna pop up. I thought we were on a park road. Shoot. There's so little traffic right now. Wow, these are all madronas, I believe, too. You can have rhododendrons. They look really close. That might be something else. I don't see the smooth bark. Stay alert. Take valuables with you. This is Fragrance Lake parking lot. I believe this is federal. So they have federally funded. So they have, I think, actual rangers that can come up and down there. So be careful. If you guys, are under the illusion you can smoke weed anywhere, you go up a federal trail and they smell weed as a park ranger, they're law enforcement and they can actually give you a pretty big ticket and you'll be going to court. You could be going to court in Seattle or something with a bunch of people that do traffic fines. And I wasn't really woken up to that fact until quite a few years ago when medical was around, but recreational wasn't, and it was so sad. This brother comes into the court, and the judge thinks he's the other twin brother of someone that's been in court a lot, and he's like, well, I've seen you here quite a lot or something, and he's like, no, you haven't, sir, and like the judge is like, what'd you say? And he's like, I think you're talking about my brother, he's got quite a bit of a record, and oh, these guys are close, that's fine. And so the judge is like, well, your brother's messed it up for you because you look the same and you're getting into the same kind of trouble, and like he wanted to make an example of him for a little bit of disrespect that he felt. And basically it turned out that they got caught for smoking weed at Baker Lake, which is really far away from here. So to have to go to court in Bellingham for a thing that happened in Baker Lake, it's like, dude, they could be coming from a long ways away. And the judge was like, you guys have been caught with weed for so many times, like, why aren't you medical? Like, clearly you're not going to stop. Clearly, if you had your medical card, like I did at the time, like, you wouldn't be here facing the same thing. He would have dismissed it, even though it was a federal charge, from being on federal land smoking marijuana. So people just don't understand. Got a beautiful flags going on. I think that would be a good thumbnail. I don't know if I ever use the thumbnails, but off my camera, but I could. Come on, let's get the Washington in there. Why is it not taking stops? Anywho, this was Larrabee State Park. Okay. Little interpretive walk. We're heading back to our campsite. Discover Pass required. That's about $35 a year to have access to a lot of great spaces. If it says Discover Pass, it's state, not federal. If it's federal, you got to pay a different fee. But I'm going to try to, with an open heart, kindly ask if anybody has any eggs that they might have. And now I have things to trade, such as these wild apples. If somebody wanted something, these people look like they're running into their van. They heard me talking about free eggs. So clearly they don't want anything to do with giving me free eggs, but I may go pound on their RV in a minute. Maybe not. It looks like they got more eggs than they know what to do with, if you know what I mean. But maybe I'm just being passive aggressive and talking loud. So, most people don't want to be approached at their campsite early in the morning when they're the only ones up, and this guy's got a giant selfie stick. Let's get some water, wash my mouth out. Yeah, apple on an empty stomach's pretty pretty harsh. We're gonna go check in, but we see some activity over here. We see the maintenance guys. Maybe they're kind of open to knowing where maybe like any wild eggs are or something. Maybe ask them. Yeah, let's ask them if they know where like a bird's nest is with like some wild eggs. 'Cause a lot of people don't like setting up tents anymore. So they just like park their van here. Hey, excuse me, sir. This is kind of a random question. Do you know where I'd find any eggs around here? The ranger station doesn't open up and have anything like that. Any eggs or like a wild bird's nest or anything? The ranger station I heard had some supplies, but they probably don't have eggs when they open.
We don't carry dairy products. You'd have to go in the ferry.
Is that dairy product? Eggs? I mean, sorry, I don't mean to get into trivial stuff.
Well, it's in the dairy.
You're working hard here.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Is the host available, or are they not back till 1 still? I'm not, for a different question.
What do you need?
Oh, I was just curious. We're in 24, and it felt kind of like we were, like some people came in like late last night. I don't know if they even paid or what was going on, but kind of felt like maybe our lines of like where we're supposed to have our tent, I don't want to be like over the boundary, so if you had a second to check in even in a few minutes or half an hour, we're going to be making breakfast and getting up. Everybody's up over there. And just, if you said, like, could direct us if our tent is, like, technically not on, like, where it's supposed to be, if it's too far over.
In other words, you're saying that...
Like, the one next, it's hard to tell where the lines are. Yes. And we're there for another day, so...
And you think you might be in their yard?
I don't want to, like, be over-encroaching it, because I had my family set up the area, and I was kind of like, it's really weird where the lines might be or might not, and maybe you guys could just assure us that we're not like hogging over on the line of where it's supposed to be. Have they said anything? No, they didn't say anything. They came in really late last night, didn't set up anything, and left. And we were this morning, so I don't know if they felt like we were on their side or anything. They didn't say anything to us. It was really late at night. So.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. They just come their park and lay it.
But I don't know if you know. Yeah, it's just I think right like there or over here just a hair, but if you guys are the hosts and know that.
Tent site 24.
Correct.
Okay, yeah, I'll take a look.
Okay, sorry for, it looks like you guys are busy, and I heard you guys aren't back till 1 or something, so.
Yeah, I'll check into it later.
Yeah.
We're actually going to go to the store.
And even if you wanted to do it when we're gone and leave us a note saying, hey, pull this a little bit over towards the parking area, that's totally fine. Just don't want to, if there's a surge of people coming in.
I can do it now.
Okay, that's fine.
That would be fast.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, thanks so much.
Yeah.
I think we're super close to it. Oh, you're in 24 too. Well, let's end this out of privacy and respect. So thank you guys for checking this out. And this is Larrabee State Park. I definitely recommend coming here. It's to be a national park if this isn't any other state. So take care. And this is end of part 3. So check out the last 2 parts and have a great day. Bye.